Sure, let's go deeper, step by step, and make it as simple as possible. What happened after Shashanka's death? 1. Who was Shashanka? Shashanka was a powerful king who ruled Bengal in the 7th century. He was a strong leader, and Bengal was united under him. But when he died, there was no strong ruler to replace him. 2. What happens when there's no leader? Think of a sports team with no captain. Everyone starts playing their own way and the team loses. Similarly, after Shashanka's death, Bengal became weak and divided. Different kings from other regions started attacking and taking control of parts of Bengal. Who attacked Bengal? 1. Harshavardhana. He was a big king from northern India. When he saw Bengal was weak, he invaded it. He ruled parts of Bengal for some time. 2. Bhaskaravarman. He was a king from Kamarupa, now Assam. He also invaded Bengal after Shashanka's death. Later invaders, other kings like Yasovarman from Kannauj in Uttar Pradesh and Lalitaditya from Kashmir also attacked Bengal. Bengal was like a land with no owner, so many rulers wanted to take it. What was Bengal like at this time? Bengal had become a mess. There were no strong kings to control the region. Different small rulers like the Sela dynasty ruled parts of Bengal, but they were weak. The people of Bengal were suffering because there was no peace or stability. What happened around the middle of the 8th century? 1. A king from Kamarupa. Around 750 AD, a king named Harsha, not the same as Harshavardhana, from Kamarupa came and conquered Bengal. He ruled for some time, but he didn't bring lasting peace. The people of Bengal take action. The people of Bengal were tired of the chaos. They wanted someone strong to protect them. So they decided to elect a king. The rise of Gopala and the Pala dynasty. 1. Who was Gopala? Gopala was a local leader in Bengal. The people trusted him because he was strong and capable. 2. How did Gopala become king? The people of Bengal elected Gopala as their king around 750 AD. This was very unusual because kings were usually chosen by birth, not by election. But Bengal was in such bad shape that the people needed someone to take charge. 3. What did Gopala do? Gopala united Bengal and brought peace and order. He started the Pala dynasty, which ruled Bengal for several centuries. Examples to understand this better. 1. Classroom example. Imagine a classroom where the teacher leaves and the students start fighting. Then the students choose one of them to become the leader and stop the chaos. This is like what happened in Bengal when Gopala became king. 2. Broken neighborhood example. Imagine a neighborhood with no police. Thieves start coming in and everyone feels unsafe. Then the neighbors choose someone strong to protect them. That person becomes the leader. This is like how Gopala became king of Bengal. Why was Gopala important? Gopala didn't just stop the chaos. He built a strong and stable kingdom. The Pala dynasty he started made Bengal rich, powerful, and famous for its art, education, and trade. In summary, after Shashanka died, Bengal became weak and divided. 2. Many rulers like Harshavardhana and Bhaskaravarman attacked Bengal. 3. By the middle of the 8th century, Bengal was in a terrible state. 4. The people of Bengal elected Gopala as their king to bring peace and stability. 5. Gopala started the Pala dynasty, which ruled Bengal for a long time and made it strong and prosperous. Let me know if you'd like to learn more about the Palas or their achievements. The story of Gopala and the Pala dynasty. Let's go step by step like a story to fully understand what happened during Gopala's time. 1. What was Bengal like before Gopala? Imagine a big playground where there are no teachers or rules. Kids are fighting over swings, slides, and who gets to play where. No one is happy and everyone is angry. This is what Bengal was like before Gopala became the ruler. No central authority. There was no big king or leader to guide everyone. Landlords fighting. Many small rulers, called landlords, acted like kings of their own areas. They fought with each other for land, power, and money. No peace. Ordinary people suffered. Farmers couldn't grow food, traders couldn't sell goods, and workers couldn't work safely because there was constant fighting. Only the strong survived. The strongest landlords used their swords and armies to take control. Weak people had no choice but to suffer. 2. Why did people choose Gopala? After years of chaos and misery, the landlords and people of Bengal realized something. We can't live like this forever. The constant fighting made everyone tired and scared. They wanted peace. A new idea. Let's pick a leader together. The landlords came together and agreed to choose one person to rule over the entire Bengal region. Who did they choose? They chose Gopala. 3. Why Gopala? Gopala was a wise, strong, and fair man. People trusted him because he wanted to help everyone, not just himself. He promised to bring peace and end the constant fighting. Example. Think about a group of kids fighting on the playground. A calm, strong, and fair older kid steps in and says, "Stop fighting. I'll make rules so we can all play peacefully." That older kid is like Gopala. 4. What did Gopala do? Once Gopala became the leader, he worked hard to fix Bengal's problems. 1. Ended fighting. He stopped the landlords from fighting with each other. He made them follow his rules. 2. United Bengal. Bengal was a big region from the Himalayas in the north to the sea in the south. Gopala brought all these areas together under one rule. 3. Made rules. Gopala created fair laws so people could live peacefully. Everyone, including landlords, had to follow these rules. 4. Helped people. Farmers could grow crops again without fear. Traders could sell goods and make money. Ordinary people felt safe and happy. 5. What was the result? Gopala's rule changed Bengal completely. Peace returned. People no longer lived in fear. Prosperity, growth. Bengal became rich because trade and farming improved. The start of a dynasty. Gopala's family started a royal dynasty called the Pala dynasty. A dynasty means a family that rules for many generations. Gopala's family name, Pala, means protector. Or 6. What happened after Gopala? Gopala ruled well, but every good leader prepares the next generation. After he passed away, around 780 AD, his son Dharmapala became king. Dharmapala, an even greater king, he expanded the kingdom. He supported education and built universities, like the famous Nalanda University. He made Bengal one of the most powerful kingdoms in India. 7. Why is Gopala's story special? This story is unique because leaders were elected. The landlords chose Gopala as their leader, which was unusual in history. Gopala was a true leader. He didn't use force to become king. Instead, he worked to help everyone. Inspired generations. His rule showed that even in the worst chaos, peace can be achieved with good leadership. 8. How is this like Japan? Many years later, in Japan, small rulers called feudal lords gave up their powers to a leader called the Mikado. This brought peace and made Japan a powerful country, just like Gopala did for Bengal. Key lessons from Gopala's story. 1. Leadership matters. A good leader can bring peace even in the worst situations. 2. Unity brings strength. When people work together, they can solve big problems. 3. Fairness wins respect. Gopala was loved because he was fair and just. Summary. Bengal was in chaos with no leader, and people were suffering. Landlords elected Gopala to bring peace and end the fighting. Gopala united Bengal, made rules, and helped everyone. He started the Pala dynasty, which ruled for many years and made Bengal strong. His story teaches us about the importance of leadership, unity, and fairness. Think of Gopala as the hero who saved Bengal when it needed him the most. Let's go step by step to explain everything about Dharmapala in more detail, in the simplest way, so you can understand it deeply. 1. Who was Dharmapala? Dharmapala was the son of Gopala, the first king of the Pala dynasty in Bengal. After Gopala, Dharmapala became the second ruler of the dynasty. He is remembered as the greatest king Bengal ever had, known for his strength, leadership, and achievements. 2. What made Dharmapala famous? Dharmapala became famous because 1. He expanded his kingdom to a very large area. 2. He brought peace and prosperity to Bengal after a long period of chaos. 3. He supported Buddhism and built a world-famous university. 3. Dharmapala's military campaign wars. A campaign means planning and fighting wars to win land or defend your kingdom. Dharmapala spent most of his life fighting wars. His army traveled as far as Kedara in the Himalayas. a very far northern region. He wanted to make his kingdom strong and respected across India. Who were his enemies? Gurjara Pratihara kings, a powerful dynasty in western and central India. 2. Rashtrakutas, another strong dynasty in southern India. Example to understand this: imagine two schools competing to be the best. Both schools try to expand their reputation, but there's only one trophy. Dharmapala had to fight these strong schools of power in India. Did he always win? No. Dharmapala didn't win every battle. He lost some wars to the Gurjaras and Rashtrakutas, but he didn't let his defeats stop him. What did he achieve despite challenges? Even after defeats, Dharmapala didn't give up. In the end, he managed to create a large empire that covered a significant part of North India. 4. How do we know about Dharmapala's achievements? Historians learned about Dharmapala from two main sources. 1. Kalampur copper plate inscription, a metal plate with important records of his reign. 2. A literary work written in the 11th century. It describes Dharmapala as the Lord of North India. 5. What kind of king was Dharmapala? Dharmapala was not just a king, but an emperor. He took grand titles and ruled a large empire for over 32 years. He is known for his resilience, ability to keep going despite failures. Now 6. Dharmapala and Buddhism. Dharmapala followed Buddhism, a religion that teaches peace, kindness, and wisdom. How did he support Buddhism? 1. He gave money and help to Buddhist monks and teachers. 2. He built monasteries, places where monks live, pray, and learn. 7. What was Dharmapala's greatest achievement? Dharmapala's most remarkable achievement was the creation of Vikramasila University. About Vikramasila University: it became a center of learning for Buddhist philosophy, science, and other subjects. Students and teachers from all over the world came to study there. It became as famous as Nalanda University, which was already a well-known place of learning. Example to understand this: think of Vikramashila as a world-class school where students come from different countries to learn and share knowledge. 8. Why is Dharmapala important in history? Dharmapala is remembered because: 1. He showed great leadership even in tough times. 2. He supported education and built institutions like Vikramashila University. 3. Helped spread Buddhist teachings across India and beyond. 9. Lessons we can learn from Dharmapala. Never give up. Even when defeated, Dharmapala kept fighting for his dream. Think big. He didn't just focus on Bengal. He wanted all of North India to prosper. Support education. Knowledge and learning can make a kingdom or country powerful. Promote peace. By supporting Buddhism, he worked for peace and understanding. 10. Summary of Dharmapala's life. Dharmapala was the son of Gopala, the founder of the Pala dynasty. He ruled Bengal for over 32 years and became a powerful king in North India. He fought many wars, faced defeats, but ultimately built a large empire. He was a follower of Buddhism and built Vikramashila University. His reign brought peace, prosperity, and education to Bengal and beyond. By focusing on leadership, courage, and knowledge, Dharmapala left a legacy that is still admired today. His life reminds us that even during difficult times, determination and vision can lead to greatness.